Noisevox is FaceTime. We're backstage at New York's venerable Webster Hall, and I'm excited, really excited, because this is something I've been hoping to do for about, 6 months now, because that's just about when one of the finest records of the year came out before today. Ariel Pink, Sonic Graffiti, and the man himself is with us. And how are you, man? Nice to meet you.
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you. You seem like so rested and like so. You've been out since early September with this particular tour, right?
Yes, that's right. Well,
And-
that's pretty. That's right. It's pretty accurate.
And so you're holding up just fine, right?
Yeah. You know, I mean, we almost got them a little less than 2 weeks left. That's actually on the other side of the fence.
Right.
So I'm pretty happy. We've done the bulk of it pretty well.
How was the Flaming Lips tour? Did you work with Wayne before? And
No. I'd never met anybody in the band, and yeah, it was great. It was really amazing.
Is there, I understand, a possibility of him doing a round and round video?
There's that possibility. Wow, that's amazing. You heard it here first, because that's off the record.
Is it?
Did he
is that
Twitter
just
that?
Talking Stages kind of thing?
Oh, well, you know, we have to get him to focus his ADD on that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's swamped from what I hear.
Right.
But we're kind of, you know, it's kind of thing, you know, if it doesn't happen in the next couple of weeks, then don't even bother Wayne, kind of thing.
Before this fall tour, there was a summer tour as well. So it's like,
Right.
I mean, you've been out there.
Well, I mean, you know, I think that's part that comes with the territory. Is just the longer you do it, the better you get at it. In terms of dealing with the disappointments and stuff like that, you know.
Have there been less of those this year?
Well, there's probably just as many as usual, but I'm better at I get better
Handling
at
them?
dealing with them. Yeah, they don't really. I don't lose sleep over all that kind of stuff anymore.
Does having the band out with you make a difference in that sense?
Absolutely, it makes me happier to do it. For one thing, it's better. We sort of slowly inch towards the really good kind of state. You know, I mean, we're still very behind. We don't have a light show. We don't have a sound man.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of slow learners.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of take our time, but things have been. It's good. It's like an upward trajectory. It's not like.
Well, Webster's a pretty big venue, and from what I've seen, I mean, the last few shows I've seen here in New York, you guys, I mean, could arguably play an even bigger place than this and do fine.
We could. We just need all those bells and whistles to really like take us over the top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. The Flaming Lips tour did a lot in hammering that point.
I don't know if this is something that it's too easy to gauge, but in the last 6 months with this record, do you get a sense at all whether there's new people coming to the shows?
Oh yeah. I feel like the majority are new, because I think the old have seen me so many times they're just probably sick of it. I mean, they can move on.
And do you think some of them are, dismayed with the new, more polished?
No, I think really. I mean, I think some of the newer fans might be a little bit taken aback at some of our older catalog, and like seeing that it's actually kind of like, oh, that's what they do. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's really kind of interesting. I like running around, but I don't know about the rest of it.
Exactly.
So yeah. I mean, I don't really care about the old fans.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how much of the show right now is the Before Today? Album?
A good portion.
Yeah.
A good portion is Before Today. Not all by any means. It's still we kind of, it changes every night kind of thing. But we've got staples in our set.
Are there any songs that were especially challenging to sort of translate to the live?
Well, yeah. Well, we haven't really. Once we kind of another transgression from the Flaming Lips tour was our settling on a set list for the first time in our entire careers, and so so it went really.
Was that something that someone mandated that you do?
No. Nobody's
Yeah.
mandated us
Yeah.
ever. So it's taken us forever to kind of come to certain conclusions. You know what I'm saying? But it makes our lives easier,
Right.
so to speak, and they're kind of obvious things too.
Mm-hmm.
So. The idea of a set list was always, we always kind of like, we're into the idea of doing a couple set lists that we would tour on, but really it ended up being, 5 minutes before the show, we were like scrambling to like write a set list down.